Good morning, everyone. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, and we are on our 6th week, second day for phase 2. So the PowerPoint that I'm giving you is the same one as yesterday. All we're going to do is scroll down. So if we move on ahead, you can see that you have day 1, Monday, which was yesterday, and if you keep moving down, you're going to eventually see day 2. So once again, happy Cinco de Mayo. If you do not know what Cinco de Mayo is or why the Mexican culture celebrate it, I did put a link from a website that kind of gives you an explanation of what it is. Please note that a lot of people confuse Cinco de Mayo as Independence Day. Today is not Mexico's Independence Day. Mexican Independence Day is September 16th. So just make sure today you understand it is not Independence Day. It is just a celebration of one of the victories that I believe Puebla had against French troops, French soldiers. Okay, so let's move on. I'll post a video when I'm done with this. The agenda, like always, same things. The only thing that usually changes either the vocabulary or how I'm going to model the assignment. The learning criteria and success criteria is the same as yesterday because we are doing the same procedure just with like a different article. So it's I am learning to organize my my notes to answer the essential question. So organize my thoughts to answer the essential question using Cornell notes. Success criteria is here, how you know you reached your learning target. Alright, so same exactly assignment as yesterday, except today we are going to look at disadvantages. So yesterday was what are some benefits of having drones. Today is the opposite, why we do not want drones. Okay, the agenda, let's go over to the assignment. Okay, so assignment, you're reading one article, and once again, you're doing your Cornell notes. So let's get to it. As always, my article's to the left, my worksheets to the right. So quickly go overview of how you are being graded. 4 points if you just fill out the whole worksheet. If the information is valuable and it's not just like 1 or 2 words, like it looks like you actually put some thought into it. The questions that you have, they're thoughtful. They're not just like a yes or no question. They're ones that they're open-ended, and they're ones that you can answer in different ways. And the summary is, imagine your best friend did not study for the exam and they need to know what was in the article. Like, what was the article about? Okay, so I already filled out the first top for myself. So you could copy what I have except for my name because this is your worksheet. I'm not doing this worksheet for you. You're doing this worksheet for yourself to practice the skills. So the only thing you would change would be your name. So the topic of today is going to be drones. How are they harmful? Your name, the date. The essential question is already there. Alright, so questions, notes, and summaries are the only thing that is left to do. So let's go straight to the article. So the article is called Small Drones Causing Big Problems for Firefighting Planes. So off the bat, you want to read, once again, close reading, read the article once all the way through, and then read it for a second time with a purpose. So when you read the article first, you're kind of getting an idea of like the position the author has. By reading it the second time, now you're trying to find evidence that will support any questions that you have, or if you don't have any questions, the question that you will make from the title. So let's go once again straight from the title. Small drones causing big problems for firefighter planes. To make that into a question, we could write, how do small drones cause problems for firefighting planes? Now, if you don't know what firefighting planes are, firefighting planes, so you know what a firefighter is? Firefighters, if there's a fire, they put out the fire. So firefighting planes are firefighters that have this helicopter, and if you can see from the image, there's a helicopter, and that helicopter carries thousands of gallons of water, and that basically what's kind of like spraying or spreading around is water. So these helicopters fly above the fire, they drop water to try to put the fire out. So you can see that I highlighted the date when the article was written, because if you would have read it once, knowing when it was written is important. So it was written in the year 2015. So let's make sure we keep that in mind. So I kind of, once again, let's assume that I read everything. When I was reading, I was highlighting anything that would, one, help me answer my essential question and answer the question, the title question. So how do they cause problems? Well, here it is in paragraph 3. If drones hit the tail rotor of the helicopter, which means the back of the helicopter, I believe, it could cause tremendous damage. Tremendous damage. That's what catastrophic is. So this helicopter was flying and it saw a little drone, and if that drone would have hit an important part of the helicopter, in this case like the tail rotor, so the back of it, that helicopter would have started spinning around and then crashed. We don't want that. So now we know. Collisions with drones and helicopters, no bueno. No bueno. Okay. So let's go to, I guess, the second section of the article. The section, and I have it done already for you. I'm just going to explain my process. So the second section is called Drones Incidents Up from 4 last year to 13 this year. All it's saying that in this section is going to talk about why we had 4 last year and 13 this year. Remember, time matters. This article was written in 2015. So when it's talking about last year, it's talking about 2014. Okay. So there are 2 ways that you could have written the subtitle as a question. I wrote them down here, both of them. And the 2 questions is, how did the drones incident go from 4 last year to 13 this year? Or you could have said, how does the increase in drones incidents harmful? So why do we care that the incidents are going up? Like, why is that harmful? Okay. So after reading paragraph 5, 6, 7, and 8, I was able to highlight 2, one small one and one really big one, 2 important details that I wanted to remember for later for my summary and my notes. So one of them is 5 drones flying over wildfire grounded crews for 20 minutes as flames spread. What this sentence is saying is, as a first responder, and many of you know that I volunteer as EMS, we need, safety comes first. So we cannot look at patients if we don't feel safe, if safety precautions is not taken. So that's why, like, when you see the news during this pandemic, you see all the EMS personnel just kind of like suited up. Because if we get hurt or we get sick, who's there to help those in need? So safety comes first. So because the firefighters saw these drones just flying over the fire, they don't know what that is. They don't know if that drone is harmful or friendly or whatever the case may be, but they're not going to go fly around. What if it crashes with them? Safety first. So because they were looking at safety first, they had to wait 20 minutes, and during those 20 minutes, the fire is not just chilling. It's not going to be like still. It's like, oh, I'm just going to wait here and burn. No, it's going to spread. It's going to spread around the forest or wherever it is. I do have a small video. I am going to skim it due to time purposes, but basically showing fires, wildfire in the forest in California. So you can see that it's burning along the trees on the mountainside, and there you have a little helicopter dropping water over the fires, hoping to slow it down, hoping to stop it. Here are houses near the fire, and I'm pretty sure the next one, houses getting on fire because of the because they're so close, etc. I'll post this video for you guys to see later if you want to see like the whole video. So that's why it's important no time is wasted. Okay. When on paragraph 8, this whole thing, if you take a moment to read it, all it's saying is where are the incidents coming from? So 5 drone incidents came from wildfire. Another one came from a drone landing in an airport. Another one in another airport in New York. And another one, the flames burning, a restaurant burning in San Diego. So remember, if there's a drone in an airport, they're not gonna fly a plane. We don't know, once again, what that drone has. So safety first. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly go. So this is one that I did already for you. Before I run out of time, just same process as yesterday. Copy and paste the question that you wanna have. And then in your notes, answer that question. So how are the increase in drone incidents harmful? Well, first of all, I just explained why it's harmful, time cannot be wasted in putting out fires. Anyways, so if you look at my paper right here, you'll see that I kind of summarized the 2 highlighted in 3 sentences. So how does the increase in drones incident harmful? Well, due to people flying drones into restricted locations, services have been delayed. For example, it's affecting many places such as forests, wildfires, airports, and in different cities. Firefighters cannot put out fires and flights are delayed. So this is affecting different people in different ways. All right, so I just modeled how to do the first part. The second part, you are going to once again write the question and then highlight anything that will help you answer that question and relate it back to your essential question. So for example, drones are getting cheaper, so people are buying them more. Well, why is that important to know? Well, it's important to know because right now, the more drones people have, the more people that are going to use it. So there are going to be more drones in the sky. We don't want that. Like always, we run out of time. Text me if you have any questions through Remind or through my phone number. That's on Google Classroom. Bye.